Welcome back. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's talk weather. Now, I did just mention that we got some viewer pictures, and I want to talk about Crested Butte. Crested Butte got about 2 feet of snow actually on the ground there. Then we're going to thanks to Deborah for sending us a picture from Crawford. We've got also just about a foot as we look into those regions, and same towards Nucla. A little bit of a lower quality image. However, we received some hefty snowfall. And even Leanne over in Fruta, you woke up with quite the blanket on your doorstep. Now, Canna Creek as well. Thank you, Nola, for sending us this, but we also had some of that fresh accumulation. And then even actually shifting over to Paonia, we had dogs out in the snow, absolutely enjoying it. I know when I was driving around town today, I even saw lots and lots of kiddos sledding. But it's not over yet. We are expecting some additional snowfall. We'll even look over on Mount Garfield right now. We've got just a couple of inches still hanging out in the Grand Junction higher elevation regions, but through the city, we are still looking at, well, not really any snow since it has melted through the rest of today. But Montrose, we'll notice in those higher regions as well. So still some snow and actually some low visibility. We've got quite the humidity hanging on out, and we still have some elevated wind speeds. So as we still have this winter storm warning active in Mesa County at least until tomorrow morning, keep that in mind. Dangerous road conditions, treacherous travel, might I say. Even Eisenhower Tunnel earlier today had traffic lined up all the way back. So if you stayed in the valley, woohoo, you didn't have to run into that. But if you had those travel plans, keep in mind that there is some wet, some icy roads, and that travel could still be a little bit, well, I'd like to use the word discombobulated as we look into tomorrow. But we're also going to notice avalanche warnings staying active at least until late night tonight in Mesa County and down that I-70 corridor now through Aspen and closer to Salida and even pushing towards Vail Pass. These avalanche warnings are going to stay active a little bit longer, and they are in that high zone. It's very dangerous in that high country right now. But I did mention that we are still expecting some snow to linger. We've got those high wind speeds and temperatures as we get into the rest of the weekend and into the early work week, even middle of the work week, temperatures are staying right around what we're typically used to or even just a few degrees below. Now tonight we're noticing through a lot of Vail Pass, Crested Butte, stretching down to Gunnison, up to 75-mile-an-hour winds are possible. Locally, we're really only looking at 20, maybe 25 miles an hour as we kind of jump into Monday. But we'll notice those top wind gusts we were hitting earlier today, 32 in Grand Junction, 51 miles an hour through Montrose. Tomorrow, we're going to have a little bit of a calm down in that, at least for the valley, but down that I-70 corridor through Aspen, Gunnison, and even Nucla, those higher regions, that wind speeds are still staying up. There's going to be some low visibility, some blowing snow. We'll even notice in that future cast that down that I-70 corridor late night tonight, those showers are still hitting. And even locally, as we wake up tomorrow, a little bit of a chance for, again, some snow up to about an inch. And same into Monday night, but then it'll start to clear a little bit. Still humid air is hanging on out, so there could pop up storms through the middle of the work week. I also want to chat about how cool it's feeling right now. 43 through Grand Junction, 46 through Montrose, and we'll notice that we are shy again of those seasonal averages like I mentioned hanging out. We were at that 47-degree mark instead of that typical 54. However, in Discovery Outer Group's 7-day forecast, we'll notice we'll jump up into those 50s, which is right around those seasonal averages. Slight chance for some showers on Thursday, wrapping up the work week and into the weekend. We're going to start to see a little bit of a warming trend as a high pressure builds. But before that happens, of course, take those jackets with you and maybe expect a little bit of some moisture Thursday, like I mentioned. And if you're headed to those higher regions, drive safe.